Hello, I'm Walking the Fist Entertainment. This time for my review of 2003's Too Fast, Too Furious out of the 4K UHD Fast and Furious 8 film collection. All right. Well, as you all are aware, I'm not a critic that agrees with everybody. Everybody says this movie sucks, and everybody says that the third movie sucks. I am not one of those people. In fact, I get a sense of deja vu with the Fast and Furious films. When it comes to the first three films, I get a sense of deja vu. And it harkens back to the original concept of John Carpenter's Halloween, and how it's supposed to be an original anthology series of films that were not all about the same thing at all, but different things, with the exception of the second movie. And that was the case with the Fast and Furious films. It's supposed to be an anthology, action, adventure film series. Which means that all these films are not supposed to be about the same characters, let alone the same story. But they are all actually supposed to be different, because it's supposed to be an infinite way of making different stories and different plots and subplots based within the drag racing world in world of espionage. It's supposed to be all different. And that's the way it was with the first three films, if you think about it. And Too Fast, Too Furious was obviously the first attempt at doing that, although the main character of the movie is Brian O'Connor, again played by Paul Walker. But I like the concept of this, and in fact, I wish they would have continued to do this, because I think it would have been a more interesting franchise. Because like some people, not all, there are a lot of people out there that think that, say, Fast 5, for example, was the turning point. I would say that Fast 5, whenever I come across people looking at Fast and Furious films, you know what always comes out of their mouth? Oh, I lost interest in this film series since Fast 5, and then having interest past that point. There's a reason. What made the first three movies so successful is they weren't all one story. It was all different. By the time I got to Fast 5, it just got boring. That's what makes 6, 7, and 8 with the whole, international, European type of flavors that they have so much better. With the introductions of British actors, Luke Evans and Jason Statham, in those films. And that's really the reason. All right, well, plot of the movie. Brian O'Connor, on the run, in hiding, again played by Paul Walker, is recruited by the FBI to infiltrate a drug smuggling kingpin's inner circle with the help of an undercover FBI agent already embedded inside. And he recruits an old friend. I always forget his name. I know it's Roman something, but we'll just call him Rome, I guess. Oh, Roman Pierce, yeah. Roman Pierce, played by Tyrese Gibson for the first time. And they both infiltrate this crime organization, basically ran by this man who was smuggling drugs and stuff like that under the radar. She hits the fan when he discovers them, figures them out. It is a race against time. Have local authorities as well as the FBI on their tails to rescue the undercover agent and to take down this criminal. That's pretty much the plot of the movie. And of course, by doing so, directors get, erased and they can start over. Both Brian O'Connor can go ahead and become that federal Bureau investigation agent he wants to be. Roman Pierce, his criminal record is being expunged. Now, what really kind of interesting is this film, Too Fast, Too Furious, kind of set the formula for all their films, if you think about it. Well, the other films that, are about Brian O'Connor are Dominic Toretto, which is 4 through 9, which is the upcoming one, and possibly 10 if they're making their one after it. Which already rumors that they are. But basically, it sets the formula up because really in a lot of ways, the glue that kind of keeps everything together is the action, the thrills, the comedy, and the drama of the Fast and Furious films. And that really kind of started more with Too Fast, Too Furious. It was a lot more fast-paced. It was a lot more of a fun ride. It has serious moments in it, but it had a lot of comedy, a lot of levity in the movies, starting at this point, that would continue even with the next film, although it's not related at all to the first 2 movies. But yeah. Okay, quality. Again, this film was filmed at a time in which we did not have high-definition cameras to film movies. But while the first movie, as I mentioned in the previous review, has a lot of a film grain element look to it, despite the fact that it has definitely been cleaned up quite a bit and higher details are there because of the higher bit rate of a 4K master being turned into a 4K scan and being presented in a good way. On my equipment, that is. Obviously, you yourself may have a 4K display. And if you do, that'll probably make it look better, but you can tell the difference when you have a big projector screen like I can without having a 4K display. And I could pull the stuff out without actually having a 4K display with HDR. The first film really just had that sort of film grain element look. This one has more of a digital look. It's much cleaner. And so if you have HDR set up, expect a lot more sort of like pop rock type flavored colors to kind of come out. So this is a very colorful, vibrant movie. So you would probably have a lot of vivid colors coming out of like the very flashy neon colored cars and stuff like that to use in the movie. You definitely would see it. Not to mention some of the interesting smoke stuff they have and light stuff underneath the cars would definitely pop out, and it certainly hell does when I watched it. The Dts X Sound, on the other hand, the Dts X master audio on this is inferior in every way to the first movie. It's more front-based, which shouldn't be a problem with my system, right? Because my system is all front-based, having Atmos speakers and everything, but it really is so neutrally balanced, and so it's like every speaker kind of talks to each other so much that you can't really pull out effects from one pairing of speakers to another when it comes to stuff. There is some parts of the movie where you have that stuff. Now you can obviously hear a lot of effects in the movie. It's just there's not as much of a split to where it's really dramatic. So in other words, you get the idea that there's overhead effects with your Atmos mixed speakers, and you have ideas on your front speakers, and if you have surround speakers and back surrounds, we have idea that there's effects, yes, but they're in perfect harmony with each other. They're there, but they don't stand out nearly as much as the first film does. I think that's the easiest way to kind of explain the Dts X master audio presentation on this movie. It is in 2.35.1 widescreen format, and obviously in 4K. So that's cool. I like that. I get tired of 2.35.1 frames being modified to 2.39 or 2.40. I think it kind of takes away from the experience a little bit. And that's all there is to pretty much say about Too Fast, Too Furious. Like I say, this box set is definitely fun to watch so far. And I will see you guys for the next review in just a little bit.